Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and first things first, Happy New Year. It is 2021. As of right now, it is January 1st. Now, this video is going to post on January 3rd, so I guess this is future me saying to past me and past you, Happy New Year. Anyway, I was tagged to do the Horror of 2020 book tag. Now, the original creator of this tag, and I will leave the links to their channels down below, but the original creator of this tag is none other than the hauntingly hopeful Marie McWilliams. I will leave a link to her original tag video in the description. I was tagged by the spectacularly spooky Lydia Peaver over at Typical Books Horror Fiction. And I originally, when I looked at this, I thought to myself, I cannot think of anything, any answer that I haven't come up with already for some of these prompts. They're very simple prompts, all right? Basically, you're just talking about how 2020 was a shit year. Let's face it, it was. And you're kind of, from the prompts, you're kind of choosing books, not necessarily that you read in 2020, but books that kind of identify with this. Maybe they're not even books that you've read, because I've got books here that I actually have not read yet that I think would fit in really nicely with this tag. So without further ado, I've got the prompts written down here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get underway. So the first one, of course, this is 2020 we're talking about, is pandemic. I thought long and hard about this one. I thought, the only thing I could think of was Stephen King's The Stand. It's like, I've already chosen that book. Good grief. How many times can you choose the same book? So I went with one that I'm kind of cheating a little bit on this, but instead of The Stand, because this one kind of does have a little bit of I don't know if it's a pandemic. It's not about a disease or whatever. It's kind of more like along the lines of like A Quiet Place, the movie. But the one I picked for pandemic is The Silence. And this is by Tim Levin. And like I said, it goes along the same path as A Quiet Place, whereas you have these creatures that all of a sudden just appear pretty much out of nowhere and just wreak havoc and turn everything upside down, And like I said, I know that's not a pandemic, but good Lord, like I said, all I could think of was The Stand. And, of course, Robert McCammon's Swan Song, but it's been so long since I read that one. It's like, God, I don't even remember much about it, And I just wanted to do something different. So for pandemic, I'm going to go with The Silence by Tim Levin. All right. Politics. The next one is politics. Okay. I hate politics. I do. I wrote Lydia and I told her, I said, I don't have an answer for this one. But then she kind of said something, I can't remember exactly how she worded it, but she talking about books that involve the zombie apocalypse. And I thought, well, all right. So another one, this is one again that I have not read yet. These are books I know I need to read. Don't hate me for not reading them yet. But I went with World War Z, An Oral History of the Zombie War by Max Brooks. And I got to thinking about that. I thought to myself, if there is a zombie apocalypse, I guarantee you there would be politics involved. You would have Congress and the Senate arguing over how to handle this. Then you would have groups of people thinking zombies are people too, and things like that, So yeah, you know what? There would be a lot of politics with this. I just get that feeling. So maybe it is cheating, but you know what? I'm still going to go with this as my politics answer. Mainly because, like I said, I hate politics, and I can't think of any other dadgum answer to give you. All right, so there you go. World War Z, Max Brooks. Hate. This one is about a book that you hated, that you read in 2020. And I don't remember if I read this book in 2020. I think I read this book in 2020. I don't know. But all I know is I hated it. Absolutely, completely, despised it, and that is Elevation by Stephen King. It's about this dude that all of a sudden starts floating. He starts literally floating. It's like, what the hell? It's like, okay, is he, like I said, when I talk about this book, it reminds me of this scene in Family Guy. You know how they do those crazy flashbacks, and Peter says something about, yeah, this is like whenever Stephen King is talking to his editor, and he's like, what do you have? What's your idea for your next book? And Stephen King's like, I was thinking about writing something about a scary lamp. Ooh. And the editor just goes, you're not even trying anymore, are you? That's the way I felt with Elevation. He didn't even bother trying. All right, there you go. That's my hate. Blah. All right. End Times is the next prompt. End Times. And again, we're going to go back to zombies, because if you have a zombie apocalypse, that's pretty much the shit has hit the fan, and it's time to, pack it up. And this is a mammoth book, Zombie Apocalypse, Fight Back, edited by Stephen Jones. Again, I haven't read this one. Now, there may be stories in there that I have read separately, but as far as the entire whole, no, I don't think I have. I love this here, though, because I should now open this book. You have things that says, "Are we not men?" And of course, if you're a fan of music fan, you might go, "No, we are Devo." Anyway, the Muse of Britain, Olympics canceled. There's nothing to fear but fear itself and zombies. All right, pretty cool stuff here. Anyway, yeah, this is what I chose for End Times. I mean, because like I said, to quote Warren Zevon, once there is a zombie apocalypse, like I said, the shit has hit the fan, okay? That's it. All right, next up, Crime. I know this is one that I have read. It's been a while since I read it, but it is the first one that came to mind when she talked about crime. Now, Lydia picked Helter Skelter. I don't have Helter Skelter. I read it a long time ago. Probably need to reread it. But for the one I'm going to go for with Crime is Night Stalker. And this is The Life and Crimes of Richard Ramirez. This is by Philip Carlo. This book is fantastic. I love this freaking book. You talk about a man that to me was just absolutely pure evil. That was this asshole right here. Okay? Whether or not you believe in hell or not, I don't know. That's up to you. That's fine. But I'm sorry. I think there's a special place in hell for this piece of crap. And I shouldn't talk about my fellow man like that, but this is not my fellow man. I'm sorry to say. But God almighty, this is a fantastic book about his life, about what made him what he is, why he did the things he did, just why he was just so inherently freaking evil. All right? And I mean, we're talking about pure evil. This dude was, I will not defend him whatsoever. Absolutely despise this man. All right, so there you go, Night Stalker. And I'm sure there's probably some people in watching this right now going, wow, John, don't sugarcoat it. Tell us how you really feel. Well, I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I despise this man. He's a piece of crap. All right, anyway, Night Stalker, The Life and Crimes of Richard Ramirez. There you go. And what got me about this guy was there were so many women that were just in love with this dude. What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously. He's a killer. He's a murderer. He killed husbands, wives. He took people's lives, and yet there are women that wanted to marry, and I believe he did marry some crazy woman. Mind blown. Anyway, that's it. Sorry about that. I'm getting off on a tangent. Sorry. All right, next up, last one, Hope. And I believe this is one where it's a book that you hope to read, hope to read or whatever in 2021. I do not have a picture of this because I can't find a decent sized one on the internet. And I don't own the book, of course, but it is a screenplay book. It is the original screenplay for the movie The Witch. I love this movie. I want the screenplay book, but the only part about it is it is put out by A24 Studios, their shop or whatever, and it's $60. And I just don't know if I can freaking afford that right now. Hopefully, when we get a stimulus check, Anyway, maybe then I can, get it then. All right. But until then, yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen just yet. Hopefully I can, but I don't know. Anyway, that is my best answers for the horror of 2020 book tag. You know what? Usually I don't tag anyone, but guess what I'm going to do? And their channels are down in the description below. And the first one I'm going to tag is Josh over at Working Man Reads. So Josh, you have been tagged for this video. Next up, this is a newcomer to my channel. She has just recently subscribed. I've really liked the back and forth that her and I have had. Her and I, is that sound right? Me and her, I don't know, have had in the comments. She's very a lot of fun to talk to, and that is Lady Jane at Lady Jane Books. So Working Man Reads and Lady Jane Books, you are tagged. Anyway, like I said, this is going to post on, I believe, like I said, Sunday, January 3rd. And so thank you for watching, or thank you for staying with me or whatever. Thank you for subscribing, all that. I'm getting off on a tangent. This is one of those videos that I'm just like all over the place. Anyway, thank you for watching. Happy New Year, and stay safe.